The Bears' sixth training camp practice just wrapped up, the second padded practice, and we're here to react here on Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome into the program. If you want daily updates throughout training camp, hit that subscribe button. And for all you new subscribers, turn on those notifications. All right, the quarterback, he's heating up. We've been telling you it's been going better the last few practices, and I would say today was probably his best overall practice as he had several nice throws, a lot of which we were able to see on social media because some Bears fans were able to capture some clips from practice. Kind of want to just go through a handful of plays that stood out that were reported on, and some of these of which had clips. The first one, that was nice, and I tweeted a few of these out from the people who were able to capture them, so shout out to those guys. Nice little play action, anticipatory out to DJ, ball out before DJ is out of his break, threw it to a spot on the sideline where only DJ could get it. Nice little sliding catch over there for about 15 yards. Another clip, he climbed the pocket in which he felt like it seemed like it was more on the right hash, steps up and then kind of just lasers a three-quarter arm throw to the left sideline to hit Odunze in stride for about 15, 18 yards. That was a nice ball. Play action again, threw a really good deep ball to DJ, who had two steps on Kyler. Kyler just had to tackle him, got a pass interference, was going to hit him right in stride, threw it with nice touch, which that's a positive because obviously the deep ball accuracy has been a work in progress. There was another play, and this might have been one of those design plays that the Bears are building into these practice scripts. Declan Doyle talked about this, where sometimes they're just going to let a free rusher or two come through. Caleb doesn't know when these plays happen and just see how he handles it. It was either that or it was kind of a designed flare screen. I'm not really sure. I'd be curious to see if Ben comments on that on some point. He talked before practice today, so we won't hear him after. But Caleb felt the pressure, and he was able to sidearm hit Swift in stride on kind of a little flare out, and he was able to pick up 10 or 12 yards. And then on a 3rd and 10, he was able to get through a couple progressions, come back to Colston Loveland for about a 12-yard hitch route to move the chain. So you've kind of seen a little bit of everything. A couple of play actions, design deep ball, anticipatory throw, get the ball out quick under pressure, and work through some progressions to get back to your rookie tight end, Colston Loveland, who, by the way, he's really starting to stand out. I even saw a tweet that seems like he's working more with the ones and Cole Kmet with the twos. So keep an eye on that potential development as we go throughout training camp. Now, wasn't all perfect. Kind of like that one practice a few practices ago where it was a really bad start but a good finish and a good 2-minute drill. Today, I wouldn't say it was the full opposite because this was mostly a good practice, but the defense did get the better of the offense in a 2-minute drill situation. Started at their own 47, down 5 with 54 seconds left. Got to get into the end zone. Caleb had to throw the ball away. Incompletion, knocked down toward Odunze, took a sack, and then hit, I think, Maurice Alexander for 10 yards on 4th and 12, turnover on downs. Now, a little context there. I think it was the second team receiver group on that one. So, again, they're working in different situational things throughout camp. This from Island on Bears Twitter. He's all over the place, so shout out to him. He was at practice today. He said, Bears first team offense won all the drills apart from the situational today. So, again, that one practice, the Bears lost most of the team drills, but then in situation, were able to win it today. Won the team drills, didn't get the 2-minute drill thing accomplished. So continues to be a work in progress. But I think it's clear strides are being made. You're seeing it now. We're 6 practices in. First 2.5, 3 weren't great. Into that 3rd practice, saw some positive signs. 4th practice was really good. 5th practice was more of a run-heavy day, but some good things as well. Then today, really good day for the passing game for Caleb and the offense overall. So definitely excited about that. Ben Johnson talked before practice, too, about the challenges Dennis Allen and that defense are putting up against the offense. So iron sharpens iron, and we move. We keep it moving. Practice 7 tomorrow. So more to discuss for Caleb then. Plenty more notes to come on today's practice, though. But before we get there, if you're fired up, if you're excited about the potential of this offense, let's get the 1-8s going down in the comment section below. Let's get Caleb Williams going this year. Okay, Luther Burden. He was out there for a second straight day and did participate in some team drills. So they're ramping him up quickly. And Ben Johnson, who we've heard is not afraid to chew out a player. Cole Kmet, the first practice back at OTAs, Ben Johnson completely ripped him, and that's a 6-year vet. And he did the same with Luther Burden today. Apparently, there were a couple plays where he was misaligned, didn't do a motion properly, and he screamed at him and took him out of a drill. So there's no kind of soft openings here to kind of ramp him into things. It's like if you're practicing, you are susceptible to getting yelled at if you're not doing the proper thing. And Ben said before practice, look, like with him missing time, there are challenges. He said it shows up already. We were in walkthroughs yesterday afternoon, and the misalignments were there. We had to rehuddle and start all over again, so he's a little bit behind right now. And look, this is not a I'm going after my player. This is a like, hey, I'm going to challenge you, and this is the expectation. And if you're not reaching it, I'm going to tell you about it. And it is so refreshing for this to just hear that this staff's not coddling anybody. Doesn't matter if it's a rookie who's missed a lot of time, and you'd like to think, well, it's easing back in. Like, no, man, if you're out there, like you're fair game just like anybody else. Doesn't matter if it's a 6-year veteran in Cole Kmet. It does not matter. They're going to set a standard, and they're going to hold to it, because if you let things slip like the staff did last year, well, then bad habits form, and there's no accountability, there's no standard, and no one's in charge. Ben is in charge. Like, that has been established, and I'm excited about it, and it's up to Luther to take the hard coaching and learn from it. Courtney Cronin did tweet out, it wasn't like all bad, and said that was a quick ramp-up period, talking about Burden. He was already worked his way into some first-team reps during 11-on-11, so got out there, did some drills, got yanked at one point, but continued through the practice. And if he responds well to this hard coaching, he'll be fine. He'll be good, and it'll make him a better player. If he doesn't, then, well, that's going to be a different conversation. So no reason to think he won't at this point in time. But, they're not playing favorites. It doesn't matter where you were drafted, if you're 10 years into your career, if you're a rookie, if you're an undrafted player. It's fair game. If you're doing the job right, they're going to let you know. If you're doing it poorly, they're going to let you know. So definitely, it's nice to just have a staff in here that's set a clear standard and is holding these players to it. All right, we'll empty out the notebook after this, but get yourself a cutoff hoodie. Listen, we've sold, I think, about 85 of these, but there's still plenty in stock. Chatsports.com/Bears hoodie. Pick one up today. It was once $55. It's still holding at 40% off at $33 right now. I've got one in the back myself. Very comfortable, easy fit, versatile in terms of time of year when you can wear it. Pick it up right now, chatsports.com/Bears hoodie. Okay, injury notes here. Back at practice, good sign. Tano Passanio was back out there, so after leaving yesterday with some kind of hand, wrist issue, I'm sure they x-rayed it up, and test came back negative, so he appears good to go. That's a good thing. Doug Kramer was back as well after missing a couple of practices. He slammed his helmet down the other day afterward when he got banged up, so that was a little worrisome, but he was back out there after the Bears labeled him day-to-day yesterday. Now, Bill Murray limped off late in yesterday's practice, did not practice today, so keep an eye on that tomorrow. He's a potential depth piece as a backup guard. Shemar Turner, Brad Biggs reported yesterday, he's probably going to miss a month. I saw a tweet, too, that it could be a high ankle sprain. If that's the case, yeah, a month sounds about right. Those are usually 4 to 6 weeks. And he's missed about a week. So, 3-4 more weeks, probably 4 is what you're looking at there. Zah Frazier continues to be away from the team. Have not heard a new update on him in a while. So, again, don't know what's going on there. Not going to speculate. Okay, we'll wrap up with the latest on the left tackle competition. Ben Johnson said before practice today that they are getting more clarity every single day, but did make it clear there's no timeline on a decision. Did acknowledge that, listen, it takes time for those 5 to gel together, but we have to find out who the 5 are first. So they're not going to rush it, but he did acknowledge that, obviously, ideally sooner rather than later would be ideal. He did say that the next off day is Friday, and that's when they have staff meetings and talk, personnel updates. What have we seen from this position group, that position group? Obviously, the left tackle battle will be heavily discussed, and, maybe there is some more clarity if, several coaches agree on a certain player at a certain position. And, maybe the next step, and potentially this could come Friday before Saturday's practices, maybe it gets trimmed from 3 to 2. Because at some point you do have to probably get it down to 2 guys, right? I mean, it's hard to have a 3-man competition at any position, much less the left tackle spot. So Braxton Jones, Karan Amagaji, Ozzie Trapillo, maybe one of those guys gets trimmed out. I would guess if that's the case, that would be Karan Amagaji. But all 3 continue to rotate. The chatter on Bears Twitter, people who are at practice today, everyone feels like Ozzie Trapillo has looked the best so far, but all 3 guys are getting opportunities. Braxton Jones seems to be full go at this point, has done team drills in pads the last couple of days, so we'll see where it continues to go. I still think Trapillo's the guy to beat, but we have to wait and see on that front. And look, for me, I would like a decision by that first joint practice, ideally. Now, again, can't force that. If they're not ready, they're not ready. That's August 13th, I believe. Against August 8th, excuse me. So that would be 10 days from now? Is that realistic? Maybe more so the second joint practice on August 15th against Buffalo. Maybe that's more realistic, but you would like to have this set in stone sooner rather than later, while also accepting that, you don't want to rush into a decision just to rush into a decision. So the good news is left guard through right tackle is pretty set. Those 4 can start to build continuity. Just got to find that left tackle. Who is going to win this job? We'll continue to ask this throughout camp until it's finalized. Type BJ for Braxton Jones, OT, offensive tackle, for Ozzie Trapillo, or KA for Karan Amagaji. I do get the feeling that Trapillo has an early lead. But clearly no one has majorly separated at this point in time. All right, guys, there you have it. Some news and notes and reaction from day 6 of Bears training camp, the second padded practice. Practice tomorrow and Thursday before an off day on Friday. And I'll just add this as well. People who had boots on the grounds, some hard hitting today. Tysheem Johnson, the rookie UDFA safety, laid a couple of hard hits, it sounds like. Trapillo and Dio Adengbo were having some good battles. So excited to hear the pads pop, if you will. But that's going to do it for today's show. My name is Harrison Graham. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys soon. Bear down.